Hello students, once again I welcome you all in today's online class of science. Students, in our previous video we have discussed about the artificial methods of reproduction in plants, and till now we have discussed so far about the modes of reproduction, that is asexual mode and vegetative mode of reproduction, and these artificial methods also, and I hope you have tried many of those methods. Now from today we will start with the sexual reproduction in plants, means when the two parents are involved. Sexual reproduction, it is the formation of new plants through the fusion of male and female gametes. Mainly it is carried out by the flowering plants. As we all know that the male and female reproductive parts in a plant are there in the flower. Yes. So if I ask you what is the reproductive organ in the plant, your answer must be flower. Okay, both male and female are there in the flower only. So those flowering plants only can carry out the sexual reproduction. Now I would like to tell you about bisexual flowers and unisexual flowers, or I should say complete flower or incomplete flower. But mainly in scientific terms we use the terms bisexual and unisexual. Now very easily you can tell that bi means two and uni means one. So bisexual means those who have two sexes, means both the sexes, both male and female reproductive cells. Those type of flowers are called bisexual flowers. They have all the four parts: sepals, petals, stamens, pistil. Examples: hibiscus, citrus, these are the examples, and mostly all the educators show hibiscus to show the parts of the flower because it has male and female both. It is a bisexual one. Now on the other hand, unisexual flower means one, means it has either male or female reproductive cells. They have only three parts: sepals, petals, stamens or pistil. As we know, stamen is the male part, pistil is the female part. So these flowers will have either stamen or pistil. Got it, students? And examples are papaya, corn, and there are many other. You can explore yourself, right? So this was the difference between bisexual and unisexual flowers. Just keep it in your mind. Now the next thing, the picture of the flower I have shown you on the screen, that is male and female flower. Male reproductive part in flower is stamen and female part is pistil. Okay. Now stamen, it bears the anthers, anther, which contain the pollen grains which produce male cells or gametes. Now see the magnified picture, the picture of the stamen. It has mainly three parts: anther and filament. Anther, filament, they both constitute the stamens. On the contrary, the pistil's picture is shown, that is the female organ, and it is composed of stigma, style and ovary. The ovary which produces the female cells or gametes. Now see the picture: stigma, the topmost part; style, the tubular structure; and after that the ovary, the bulb-like structure. Right? Same way in the male part, stamen, anther, the topmost head, and then the tube-like structure is filament. Got it? These are the structures, and you can also see on the screen the real images of stamen and pistil, right? So both the pictures I have shown you on the screen, the magnified picture, the drawing, as well as the real picture of the flower showing the stamen and pistil. Okay, students? Now the various steps which we are going to discuss, how the reproduction takes place, we are going to discuss everything. Just now we discussed about the male and female reproductive part, how it occurs, the reproduction, how it occurs. The mature plants, they have the flowers in which pollination occurs. Then after pollination, fertilization occurs. Then fruit is formed. From the fruit, seeds are there. We get the seeds, and from the seeds the new plants comes. Got it? This is the steps of sexual reproduction in plants, and we are going to discuss this in detail in our next videos. Okay students, till now not so much of knowledge in one day, so just keep in your mind the male and female reproductive part, the unisexual and bisexual flowers, and these steps that will happen in the sexual reproduction in plants. Now in next video we will be discussing about all these in detail. Till the next time, keep updating, keep reading the topics, keep collecting your doubts, and keep completing your work. Okay? Thank you and have a great day.